Hey guys, Jamie here from Real Steel. Today's project, it's a little bit of a sad one. This is my 1982 Dodge Ramcharger that used to belong to a friend of mine. And the reason it does not belong to a friend of mine is pretty sad. He was killed in a workplace accident back in 2018. So we're gonna dive into this thing, see what we got, and we'll go from there. So let's get started. All right, y'all. Now, I did a walk around of this in another video, but we'll just go ahead and do her again for those of you that didn't really catch the last one. As I said, this is an 82, and it belonged to a friend of mine. And it's really pretty sad for me because he should be here with me doing this, but due to circumstances and everything, I've got it. So we're going to do the best we can. But anyway, as I said, it's an 82. Now, he put a 78 front clip on it. He got from me a while back. I believe the doors are off an 80 because he kind of liked the 70s front end. Yeah, I think he was going to originally spray it or something, but it never got done. Now, under the hood here, you can see we've got a little 318. Fievel's taking his toll. We'll have to deal with that for sure. But it's a little 318. It's got the MT valve covers on it. He did put those on there. I think it might have adjustable rockers under it. I'm not sure. The intake, I believe, maybe a 340 intake. And the carburetor is a competition series Carter, something like that. They're like the Edelbrocks, but the Carter version. There's an aluminum radiator in it, aftermarket, he put in it. And yeah, like you say, Fievel's taking his toll. Now, on the inside here, you can see it was a pretty bare bones rig. No heat, or sorry, it had heat, no air or anything like that. And it's a 4-speed with the granny low. It's a 435 transmission. And I believe a 208 transfer case, something like that. And as you can see, Fievel got in here too. I mean, you should have seen the mouse nest I pulled out from under the dash before I brought it home. Yeah, that's pretty rough. As you can see, I'm using it for storage, which around here, if a rig's not running, I'm going to use her for storage. That's just the way it goes. Seats, I'm not sure what those are. I don't know if those are Ford or GM or what, but they're sure not Mopar seats. And they tilt forward, but they're pretty ratty. So yeah. Now body-wise, this thing's pretty tough. It's pretty rusty. I think his plan was he was gonna try to patch it, or he was gonna try to find another body. So I'm not sure what direction we're gonna go with that. Since the frame's bent on the 2-wheel drive, I may put the 2-wheel drive body on here and have a good in there. But yeah, it's got the non-step bumper on it. It's got a little hitch. Driver's side tail light's good. Passenger side's broken. But yeah, you can see the paint's in pretty tough shape, and she's got a lot of rot in her. So yeah. But anyway, I think the plan here is we're going to try to see if we can get it to run. This thing's been off the road for many years, and he was going to build it. The backstory is I traded for it in the mid-2000s, I think, and immediately he pretty much traded me a truck for it. So he's had it since the mid-2000s, and he was going to put it on the road, but other projects and stuff came up. You know how it is when you're a car guy, and sadly it sat. The last time this thing ran was 2018 after he passed away. I was out at the property moving stuff, so I was able to get it started. It had really rank gas in it, and if I remember right, there was not much oil pressure, and she was chooching real bad. So yeah, smoking like a freight train. But first things first, I think we're going to get the sucker machine, and we're going to get rid of Fievel, the remnants of Fievel, and see what we're working with, and we'll go from there. So I'll lapse y'all on that, and let's get started. y'all, what a mess. Boy, Fievel did his number here. I'm gonna finish cleaning this up, probably get an air gun and stuff, and then we'll move on to the interior. We got what looks like to be an engine. Yeah, I was right on that carburetor. It is a competition series, like a 600 Edelbrock, the basics, the AFB version. So yeah, let's move on to the inside. Alright, pardon the locomotive in the background. It's not terrific, but it's habitable, you know, a whole lot better than what it is. You can see the floors are rotten. This was a rubber floor to leader truck, unfortunately, so you can't really see under that, but we do got some rot. Yeah, but this goes to show, also to remind you, wear your mask and gloves while you're doing this. You don't want hantavirus. That's pretty, man, I heard that's a pretty gnarly son of a gun. So yeah, if you're gonna clean out a rat's vehicle, wear a mask and gloves. All right, now that the engine looks like an engine, at least, you know, it's not all clogged up. I don't think Fievel got too many wires for it to run. So yeah, I'm hoping we can hook the gas fuel pump up to an auxiliary tank, and we can crank it over and see what she does. Yeah, let's get a battery for it. Let's put a battery in it and see what comes to life. Well, that's a wrinkle I didn't see coming, though I should have. If you look down there, I don't know if y'all can see, there's no fuel pump down there. Yeah, I guess he just ran a straight electric pump and eliminated the engine pump. So yeah, so what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to gravity feed it. I think I've got a mower tank or something that might work. Yeah, but before we do gravity feed it, I do want to prime the carburetor up and see if it'll fire up. Now it has no oil in it, so I'm gonna have to put at least a couple quarts of oil in it, and we'll go from there. So yeah, let me get that rigged up, and we'll come back and see what happens. All right, y'all. Got a quart of oil found. At least maybe there been more. It's brand new oil. Didn't even know I had it. Hey, that's always good. Yeah. So I got the acetone bottle filled. So I'm gonna fill the carburetor and see what we can do. Okay. Use some over here. All right. Before I do anything, though, I gotta fix the plug wire. Boot came off of it, but the wiring's still attached. Come here. Well, come here. Might need a tool for this. Hopefully not, but yeah, it looks like we're gonna need a tool for it. Dadgummit. But hey, at least the carburetor's full. All right, y'all, I'm back. Let's see if we can get that stubborn spark plug boot off of there. There he comes. Think. Come on off there. There you are. Not worried about putting it back on the wire right now because we're just going to see if this will run. The wire's intact, so yeah. All right, let's pry the carburetor up and hit the key and see what happens. Give you a little bit. All right, here we go. All right, fire in the hole. Of course, it couldn't be that easy, now could it? Yeah, don't look like we're getting any spark. That coil wire looks a little funky. Let me check that out. The coil wire's intact. Why aren't you starting? I suppose we should check for spark. Everything seems to be hooked up. I don't see anything torn up or chewed up or anything. Coil wires look good. Not chewed up. Negative's a little crunchy. The distributor wires look good. Guess we need to check for spark. Just a second. Let's check for spark. All right, y'all, I did some checking, bypassed the ignition system and stuff. Did some checking around, and I see either the ignition box or the coil. Bypassing everything, I still got the same thing. So let's change the ignition box. I went ahead and took the one off the four-wheel drive. I know that truck was running the day before I pulled the engine, so let's see what happens. Sorry I can't get y'all in here closer. It's close quarters combat. See if I can even get these dadgum bolts loose. Come on. There we go. Somebody put a ground cable under one of them. Huh. And if this stuff don't work, I'll go ahead and put my remote start ignition setup in there. I've used on previous videos to start those engines on the ground. All right. I'll use my noodle. Break it down. All right. Back of it's a little funky. Got some spiders in there. Luckily, they're dead, or they'd be having a come to Jesus moment. But yeah. Let's go ahead and put this one on here as I lose the bolt. All right. This one's a little soft too, but like I say, it was running. Where'd you go? Four-wheel drives are not meant for short, fat guys. I'll tell you that much right now. Get in there. Well, what is your problem? What in the... As I lose the bolt. Great. Oh, there it is. Come here. Come here. Get over here. Thank you. Now, let me get started. You know, I could be less stubborn and bring my lift tire over here, but I don't want to do that. All right, got it started. Now, we get, come here, ground cable. Oh, come here. Gotcha. Don't know what that ground cable's for, but that can't hurt. Now, let's see if I can lose this bolt. I hope not. I don't feel like fishing for bolts. Well, get in the hole. You know you want to. What's your problem, little buddy? There you go. Well, maybe. There. He was a lot more cooperative than his little buddy. Give these quick a little snugga-dugga. Ain't got to torque them to the moon. Their little baby bolt. I know, real exciting stuff. And nature of the beast sometimes. There we go. All right. Now, let's get her connected. And we'll go from there. All right. All right, let's turn the key on and see what happens. I've got a quick jumper wire here. Well, I did have from the solenoid to, or from the starter. Yeah, it is a solenoid, from the solenoid to the battery. I didn't get my hot button out. Come here. Please. Yes! Yahtzee! Ha ha! When you're good, you're good. Yes! You just got to use your noodle sometimes. Yeah. I'm going to fill those bowls up. That carburetor does not smell very good. I'm going to fill those bowls up, and I'm going to see if we can get it running for a little bit longer. Yes! All right, we got the key on. Let's see what happens. Fire in the hole. I didn't figure she'd idle. Okay. All right. got some running out of her. That's good. Yeah, she wasn't chooching as bad as I thought she would, but yeah, she's really clacky. I don't think she's building oil pressure, y'all. That was an issue we had. So yeah, I don't really think I want to run it anymore, but I just wanted to kind of see what we have and just to see if it'll run, you know? And it did, with just a few parts. Though I was really hoping for a no-tool revival. Still, you know, a couple tools, not bad. Not bad at all. Gas smells like crap in there. Looks like there's some residue in the carburetor. So that's most likely going to have to be rebuilt. Yeah. And I did crank it with the starter, so I know the transmission has gears. I was able to move it. So that's a big plus. But to hear it run, you know, that makes me feel pretty good. Like I say, she wasn't cheating as much as she was, but yeah, it was a little bit. But I think this motor's hurt. And yeah, give me a minute and we'll get an outro. Sorry, y'all. One more time. I got to hear it chug one more time. Okay. Ah, my wire's falling out. Well, maybe. Or did the starter die? Nope, didn't die. My wire's crap. I need to get some new connections. But I don't think she's going to idle. I think the carburetor's clogged. Get in there. Stay in there. Yep, that's all she's got. Heck yeah! I like it! I like it! Yeah, I could hear some not so nice sounds in the bottom end. Yes, well, we got a winner, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm going to call that a win. Hey, we got it to run a couple times, and now we know what we kind of got, which is what I kind of figured we had. Bunk motor, but yeah, it happens. What do, you know? You keep moving forward. Plans on this, again, I'm not sure. I'm thinking about maybe swapping that two-wheel drive body onto it because that frame is twisted on that one. And this body is pretty roached. I mean, it could be fixed, but let's be honest. If I got a better body, why not use it? Either that or I'm going to put a truck cab on here and kind of use this as a yard utility vehicle. This vehicle will never be for sale. So, yeah, we'll go from there. Drivetrain-wise, I think we're going to pull the engine, or we're going to have to anyway. We'll autopsy it, see how bad it is, see what kind of goodies we got in there, you know. And again, nothing's for sale off this engine. You know, this is all stuff I'm going to keep or use on other projects. As far as the transmission and transfer, that has a home. That is going into the 86 four-wheel drive we just tore apart on time-lapse. If you ain't seen that video yet, you might want to go check out my feed because I don't know how to link videos. Maybe I will in the description. But, yeah. But I kind of enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun. Made me think. You know, it's kind of sad knowing the circumstances, though. But unfortunately, it is what it is. I was meant to have it for a reason. And, yeah, I'm glad I got it. You know, though it is really sad that I wish Jonathan was here to help me get this going. But I'm sure he's looking down on me, smiling and laughing and throwing challenges at me, you know, like the ignition box. But yeah. But anyway, I'm going to end this here. I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing me yap. This is, if you liked what you seen, sure to like, share, maybe subscribe if you want to. You know, if you don't, that's no big deal, you know. And hopefully we'll get some more videos out here before too long. Yeah, we may time-lapse rip this thing out, rip this thing apart. Then we got to get back on the four-wheel drive. And I got another couple projects coming in. Yeah, I'll post another video about that later on. But yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, this is Jamie from Real Steel Auto Works, and we'll catch y'all on the flip side. See ya. She's a little angry. Sorry about that. Let's see if it'll do it again. I think we're out of gas. All right, I can show it the rest of the way. Nope, we got more gas. If the starter works. That starter ain't happy. She's angry, y'all. We're gonna call it quits. I ain't got no more gas. Ain't got no gas in it. See y'all.